Welcome to Play in School TV episode 47. I'm Rich Prado. In today's episode, we're going to talk about challenging popular beliefs. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Play in School TV. Before we get started, I do want to say I've taken a couple weeks off because I've been working on a presentation. Would love to invite you to come watch it. I'll put the links below. So you know this format, this Play in School TV, is typically a 5 to 10 minute format. It includes tips and tricks and rants and basically anything that's on top of mind. The presentation is probably about a 45 to 50 minute presentation that's really focused on actionable tactics for families that are going through the recruiting process. So topics are going to include everything from exposure to showcasing to communication strategy and researching your best fit. So I'd love to invite you to come along, look for the links below and check it out. That's a free presentation. So hopefully that'll help and impact somebody that's watching this. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. I want to talk about challenging popular beliefs. Now, baseball and the baseball community as a whole, I mean, we are traditionalists, right? We are old school as it gets, and I love the tradition. I love the old school superstitions, and I just love that. There's some comfort in the fact that you're doing, perhaps it's the same drill. You're teaching the same drill you did to a younger kid, and I think there's something nostalgic about that. But I want to talk about challenging what those things are. One of the things we see on Twitter, the research and the knowledge that we now have maybe about physics, about anatomy, things like that, the real kind of the sciencey side of the sport has kind of uncovered some of our traditional thoughts are way off. You remember lines like like a level bat or swing down at the ball that have been totally debunked, proven way off. It's just wrong info, right? So we move on and we realize there's new ways of thinking and new ways of doing stuff. Okay, so that's a long intro to kind of warm up the real topic of what I wanted to just toss out to the community and let you guys discuss and think about. There is a small movement, some college coaches who would maybe prefer to play baseball, wait for it, in the fall. That's crazy talk. I know. It's ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing we've ever heard, right? Because baseball is a summer sport. It's the boys of summer, right? The problem with that is that when you actually break down the dates that college baseball is being played, and really even compare and contrast that against Major League Baseball, I believe that reality may actually oppose the popular thought here. So bear with me a second. So I actually went into the schedules of both Major League Baseball and Division I baseball, college baseball, and kind of counted up some things and realized maybe some of our normal thoughts may need to change moving forward. So take a look at this. Boys of summer, right? Let's look at the percentage of games played in the months of February and March. February and March. Major League Baseball plays exactly 0% of their games in February and March. Okay? Because remember, they're the boys of summer, right? So, meanwhile, Division I college baseball plays 45% of their games during February and March. Isn't that interesting? February and March they play 45% of their games. Okay, so I wanted to flip it around and look at some of the fall dates. Okay, when obviously we're not going to go to school during the summer, right? Kids take the summer off for 100 different reasons. But let's look at when dates might work. And so what I did is I did the same the same study of the schedule for August, September, and October. And what I found was Major League Baseball plays 33%, 1/3 of their schedule is played in the fall, essentially the fall. Okay, August, September, and October. Meanwhile, college, Division I college baseball, all college baseball, plays 0% of their schedule in the fall. So this is just a little bit of information that goes against the grain. And perhaps it's worth having a real conversation moving forward to discuss the possibilities of maybe looking at playing fall baseball. It totally goes against the tradition. It totally goes against the boys of summer and everything, the nostalgia of summer baseball. The problem is, and one of the reasons we're talking about this is, it's the season's about to start, and there's snow on the ground. Okay, a week ago there was snow in 49 of the states, including Hawaii, had snow. And the college baseball season is right around the corner. So, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Obviously, this is not going to change tomorrow. But could you see a world where college baseball, maybe it's just Division III college baseball, they play a shorter season. Could you see a world that would accept the idea of playing a regular season during the fall? Now, I got to tell you, I live in Virginia. The weather is beautiful from August, September, October, and November. So where I live in Virginia, when the weather sucks? February and March. February and March, when a Division I team is playing 45% of their games. So think about that. Again, I'd love any comments you have. You can do below the video. Love for you to check out the free presentation. I'll definitely link that up. Follow me over at Twitter. That's probably the best spot to follow me on social. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, I know it's against the grain, but that's okay. We can still be friends and disagree on this. And I'm not saying there's any right or wrong answer, guys, but love to hear your thoughts. So appreciate your time. We'll see you on a field real soon. Thanks.